Look, longevity isn't everything. Well, sometimes it is, but when it comes to a good fragrance, you want it to last. There's nothing worse than a fragrance that lasts as long as a fart. Depends on the fart, I guess. I mean, there's some that really do smell. We're gonna be talking about the longest lasting fragrances that I personally own. These are fragrances that last multiple washes, last through the full day, or ones that if you overspray them, you are going to feel nauseous and you're gonna have a headache, and people probably aren't gonna be too happy. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Dalen. You're tuning into Spray and Pray Scents. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that bell for future content, and let's get into this list. Number 1, Hawas Fire. This is the most recent addition in my collection from the Hawas lineup. And I have to say, it has quickly become my favorite in the whole Hawas lineup. There are some heavy hitters in there, but this is such a unique scent profile. Imagine you take some berries, some raspberries, strawberry, that kind of like tartness that comes with them. You add a little bit of smokiness, and then you add these masculine notes in there, like some smoke, some mineral notes, and maybe a slight bit of oud smell. It isn't listed as a note, but I feel like there is, because Hawas Fire is duping Imperial Valley by Gissa, which is a very oud heavy fragrance. But this, yes, masculine, red berry smokiness, very smooth, very addicting, a very sexy scent profile. And when I say this thing lasts, I'm talking about 8 to 10 hours on my skin, on my clothes. If you overspray this, you will feel a little bit nauseous. The scent profile is very, very strong. So I'm going about 4 to 5 sprays, but this is lasting on my clothes all day and then some. I've even smelt it like a week later, still on my clothing. So Hawas Fire, you don't need to overspray. Next, we have Valentino Uomo Born in Roma Extra Dose. This is my first Valentino in my collection, and I've been trying to decide which one to go with. And as soon as I smelt this one, I knew I needed it. After testing it out in Sephora, I wanted to get a good idea on the longevity. How long was this thing actually gonna last? Because people have talked about that it's strong and it lasts a long time, but you don't know until you actually try it on your skin. This thing, yes, this absolutely lasts, and it is a gorgeous scent profile. It is almost woody, a little bit warm, spicy, and it has that lavender. This absolutely has some kick to it. Very, very sexy, masculine scent profile. If you like Valentino DNA, this is like an amped up version on steroids, I swear. This thing, yeah, 8+ hours, reaching into that 10-hour mark on my skin. I took it out on a date night. I got into bed at the end of the night, and the next day I could still smell it faintly on my pillow, on the sheets. So yeah, Valentino Extra Dose. This is definitely a more fall, winter, nighttime, date night fragrance compared to the others in the lineup. But I will say that this one is probably the most sexy, and that's the reason that I bought a full bottle of it. So Valentino Extra Dose, this is a sexy one. Number 3, Lattafa's Musamam Black Intense. This is such a unique creation by Lattafa. It is an original creation, so this really isn't duping anything. It also has their, I think it's trademarked Cocoa Pulse, which is like a non-sweet chocolate that's also incredibly creamy. Very, very nice. But this is a scent profile that is very, very unique. Also, the lid is massive on this thing. But it's this woody, aromatic, a little bit of fresh spicy. It has some lavender in there, but then it has this creaminess in the dry down that is absolutely addictive. So this one comes across as incredibly masculine. This is not a unisex or feminine leading fragrance. This one is for those guys who want to smell manly. This is more of a winter, fall, date night kind of fragrance. This thing is going to last, honestly, on my skin. Again, I'm getting 8 hours plus. Similar to these other ones, this is getting into that, pushing into that 10-hour territory. So if you want to smell very unique, you want to smell masculine but different, again, the creaminess of that chocolate that's non-sweet. So if you guys hate chocolate and fragrances, this is a very different kind of chocolate. It is not a overly sweet candy bar chocolate. This is like cocoa powder chocolate. Very like bitter, but also creamy, which is so unique and so different than any fragrance that I've smelled. So I think Lattafa absolutely killed it with this one. And for the price, I really don't think you can go wrong. Definitely one to sample, not blind buy safe, but incredibly unique, masculine, long lasting. Number 4, Prada L'Homme Intense. This one I feel like is an underrated gem and not enough people talk about it in the Prada line. This is definitely a winter fragrance. So you're gonna get some leather in here. You're also gonna get some powdery iris, and then you're gonna get some sweetness. If you like powdery scent profiles, if you like that Dior Homme Intense, you like that kind of DNA, this one I have smelt on my clothes still the next time I pick it up, because in the dry down, it has that iris, that leather, and a little bit of sweetness. I think there's some Tonkin vanilla in there. And when that comes together, it is sophisticated, it is uplifting, and it is a non-offensive scent profile. You could wear this in the office. This easily could be your winter and fall office scent profile, your daily wear, and is going to last you your 8 hours plus. And it is such a unique, elegant scent profile. Prada L'Homme Intense doesn't get enough love. Of course, this had to be in this list. This is Camera Ducan by Lattafa. If you know the Camera line, they are very sweet, they last a long time, and they almost get to the point where they're too much. And this one is on the edge of that. This is the only one that I actually tolerate, but this one has more of those smoky notes in there. It's a little more masculine. So if you're looking for a more masculine take on that Camera DNA, Ducan is that. It's smoky. It does in the dry down kind of go back to that original Camera DNA, but at least in the beginning, you kind of get those extra spices and that extra kick with the smoke. And this scent profile is so strong. Like, I am talking on a scent strip for weeks. I am talking on clothes for 2 washes that I've still smelt that sickly sweet spices coming through. On your skin, you can definitely get 10 hours plus with this fragrance. Some people aren't gonna like the DNA. Some people are sick of Camera. And honestly, I'm kind of there, but I couldn't not include it because this does last. And for the price, honestly, it's not bad, but it is a lot. If you overspray this, you will absolutely feel nauseous. With the original, even with 4 or 5 sprays, I felt sick to my stomach. So you don't need to go more than 3 or 4, honestly, with this one. So Camera Ducan, more masculine take on that DNA that lasts and lasts and lasts, probably more than you honestly want it to. Oh, and shameless plug, I have started selling decants. So if you are interested in any of the fragrances that you see, not only will the links be in the description, but my new decant website, sprayandpraydecants.ca, is going to have decants of all the fragrances that I talk about. So links down in the description. Next, we have a niche fragrance. This is 12 Faces by House of Destan. House of Destan is one of my favorite luxury niche fragrance houses. Just incredible bottles, beautiful designs, and I love the scent profiles on some of their fragrances. And this one, this is crazy. This is one of their limited editions. So this is actually bottle number 575 out of 1,000. And this, if you like oud in your fragrances, this has oud, it has some saffron, it also has some sweetness with some sandalwood, and you also get some almond in there, which is an incredibly unique combination. And yeah, with most oud fragrances, this is going to last a long time. So this one, it kind of changes, it develops through the day. It isn't just linear. So yeah, you'll get some of that oud and that saffron, and then it becomes a little more creamy, a little bit sweeter, and then you get some of that almond, which is really, really nice. Very unique DNA, not blind buy safe at all, but at the same time, I actually love this one. Yes, it's dark, it's powerful, it's masculine. This is a beautiful scent profile, and bottle looks absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I'm getting honestly about 10 plus hours pushing and staying on my skin, where I got to the point I definitely had to take a shower, change out my clothes, just because at bedtime, I was just still smelling it strongly. So this one is going to last throughout the day. House of Destan, 12 Faces. This is a unique, very long-lasting fragrance. Next, we have Supremacy Collector's Edition. This is a fan favorite in the fragrance community, one of the best dupes for the price point, going after that Creed Aventus Absolute DNA. So it's a little fruitier, that pineapple is beautiful, and then you have some floral notes that come out, kind of make it a little bit creamy. This thing is gorgeous. It's masculine. It's also mass appealing. Like when people smell this, out of all of the different dupes that I've smelt, I think people like this one the most. And the best part about it, since it has that oak moss, those kind of earthy notes, but you also get those fruity notes in there. This lasts such a long time. I'm personally getting 8 to 10 hour mark, like easily. I was in the store the other day and they had this, and I put a couple sprays on my hand. The next day, after I got home, hung out for the evening, went to sleep, I woke up, I smelt my wrist, and I could still faintly smell the oak moss ever so slightly. So yes, when I say that this thing lasts for the price point, I think this is one of the best bang for bucks that you can get. This is going to easily last you for an 8-hour day and then some. If you go heavy on the sprays, it'll last longer and it might make you a little nauseous, but this is a beautiful masculine scent profile. So easy to wear. And again, it's a fan favorite for a reason. Next, we have Afnan's 9 p.m. Night Out, the newest release in the Afnan 9 p.m. lineup. This one, wow, it is a very, that could have hurt. These are like mini cannonballs. Out of all of the lids that I have experienced in fragrances, these hurt. Like if you drop them on your toe, you just might break a toe, or you could seriously do damage. So I wouldn't recommend it. But as a scent profile, 9 p.m. Night Out is very sweet. It's almost creamy. You almost have some booziness in there. And then there's that dragon fruit. Now, dragon fruit doesn't really taste like anything, right? Like when you think of it, it's not this flavorful blast. But when you smell this, I'm like, that has dragon fruit. Like when I think of dragon fruit and I smell this, I'm like, yeah, that's it. Very, very unique scent profile. This is definitely a more youthful scent profile. So if you're looking for something that's a little more mature, I don't think this is it. This is gonna be for that younger crowd, like 30 and under, maybe even like 25 and under. This is a very sexy, sweet, boozy date night out kind of vibe. This isn't going to be your summer and spring wear. This is going to be your fall, your winters, and your date nights. I actually do like the DNA, but I will say that it is a lot. I have had this on hoodies for weeks, like where I put it back on, I'm like, what is that scent? And why is it still so strong? And then I go back and I smell some of my fragrances and I'm like, oh, it's night out. That's why. So this thing, yeah. Like it says the 9 on here, I honestly would say like 9 hours plus. Like you're getting some crazy longevity. It's great projection. This is definitely more youthful, more on the sweeter side, but it is nice. So if you're looking for that and you want one of the best ones in that 9 p.m. lineup for longevity, for me, that's Night Out. Next, we have Boss Ball Absolute. This is my favorite designer that I own. This is niche quality for designer prices. When I first smelled this, I hated it because it has this intense incense, dark opening. But then in the dry down, after I let it sit for about 10, 15 minutes, this sweetness came out, this resinous sweetness from the amber in there just made it such a gorgeous, smooth scent profile, and longevity is phenomenal, 10 hours plus. Lasts on hoodies for weeks. This is a gorgeous, masculine, dark scent profile. If you like Boss bottled elixir, then you're probably gonna like this scent profile. Just absolutely phenomenal, very, very high quality. And again, this is gonna last forever on you. Yeah, you can't go wrong owning this one. Next, we have Lattafa Atlas. This thing is insane. So if you like those salty, aquatic, marine scent profiles, this is gonna be that. So it comes in 60 mLs. And this thing is nuclear performance, as in lasts through multiple washes. This is going to project and last on your skin for like 9 hours plus. Like if you overspray this, you will smell like a walking ocean. Very salty, very marine, kind of dark smelling. This is a very unique one. This is not Blind Buy safe. This is just so different than any fragrance that I personally own. But for the price, this is an incredible value. This is a dupe of Orto Parisi's Megamere. So if you've ever smelt that and you like that DNA, but you don't like the price, this is gonna be a phenomenal clone for that. It's very different, not Blind Buy safe. Atlas is incredible value for the price. Next, we have Atlantis Extrait by French Avenue. This is going after that wave child DNA. So think of watermelon Jolly Ranchers. So it's sweet, it's very watermelon, but at the same time, it's also a little bit salty. And then you get this creaminess that comes out because of the coconut. So watermelon, coconut saltiness in there. And it is very, very nice. If you like watermelon in fragrances, you're gonna love this. If you like coconut in fragrances, you are going to love this. And if you love watermelon Jolly Ranchers, you're probably gonna love this. But I know some people, this isn't for everyone. I personally like it, but it does lean slightly in that unisex, slightly feminine territory. But I like it enough that I'm gonna rock it no matter what. And yeah, this thing lasts and lasts. Sprayed myself about 4 or 5 sprays first day I got it. And by the end of the night, at around 6, 7, 8, I was still smelling it, still coming up. It smelled like a creamy and salty watermelon. And my wife actually really likes it. She's trying to steal it from me. Atlantis Extrait is a great summer, creamy watermelon, salty fragrance. And last, but definitely not least, we have Xerjoff's Torino 22. This is highly underrated in the Xerjoff Torino lineup. Torino 21 gets all the love, but I think this one is probably the best in my opinion. And this is a top 5 in my collection. It has this incredibly unique eucalyptus and sweet woody dry down scent that is mass appealing, addictive, and the longevity is fantastic. I am getting 8 to 12 hours somewhere in there. It is lasting on my hoodie and I just keep getting whiffs. I keep smelling myself. Absolutely no problem. This lasts for a full day and then some. Gorgeous presentation. It is a Xerjoff, so the quality and the blend of everything is fantastic. Xerjoff Torino 22 was my first niche fragrance, and this one holds a special place in my heart. There you have it, guys. These are 12 of the longest lasting, strongest projecting fragrances in my collection. Some of these last through multiple washes, so be careful with the amount of sprays that you are spraying. I will have links for all of these fragrances in the description. Joma Shop, Perfume Online, click on my links. They are affiliate links. Some of them are going to give you discounts, but these are all fragrances that I recommend and I wear because I honestly love them. And if you're interested in any decants, you're wanting to try any of these fragrances out, again, Spray and Pray decants.ca. I will have some different sizes, some different options available for you guys if you want to test before you buy. If you guys like this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, click that bell icon for future notifications of future content. And with that, we're going to see you guys in the next video.